Hello everybody, this is RozeLeeMC. My name is Tommy.
And I'm Devin.
And today we are going to discuss some words we came up with that are often misused in our society today.
Just a little bit.
These words, a lot of the stuff might not be new to anybody, but we find it interesting and we'd like to discuss it. And maybe there are people out there who don't know the origins or the real definitions of these words. So we looked up some of the definitions of these words using Merriam-Webster dictionary, and we're going to ask each other what we think these words mean or in today's society, and then we'll give the actual definition. So we're going to start off with Devin giving me our first word or phrase.
All right, it's going to be hit on.
So to me, hit on means you are going up to someone in a social situation and trying to romantically court them, get their phone number, procure a date with them.
All right, well, Merriam-Webster, what it states is hit on does not exist. The word hit means to strike using an object or a fist, perhaps. Now, on means a surface of a point, such as on my hand, that point specifically. So to hit on means to strike someone on a specific point.
The next one we chose, we're going to warn you guys now, there are going to be some words in here that could be considered offensive, but we're just using them as a way to show how offensive they can be when used incorrectly.
And the correct way to state them.
Yeah, so the next term is gay. So, when you hear gay, what do you think of?
Well, the main term I believe is whenever I hear the word gay, it's usually assuming a person is really bad at something or they're doing something really stupid, such as, dude, you're being really gay, so why would you do that? That is the term that I usually hear.
Yeah, it's used as an insult a lot. The term gay originally, when you think back, was used to mean happily excited or bright and lively. Now, over years, in modern times, it came to be a way to describe homosexuals, which is it's where the negative connotation came in, where people would say, oh, that's so gay. So it's a lot of trying to degrade homosexuals in today's society, but the actual meaning is happy.
All right. Now the next word is going to be punk.
Well, for me, I think of a degenerative teenager or a style of music because I listen to punk rock music.
All right. Merriam-Webster, it was really a surprise to me on this one, and I think it was a surprise to Tommy too. The word actually means prostitute. So I guess it's still offensive no matter what, but the correct term would be prostitute. For those of you who do not know or want to know.
So prostitute rock music.
Yeah.
The next word we came up with is scrub. I'm going to ask you what you think it is, because I know I use it with my friends a lot.
Yeah. Well, scrub, I believe, because I play a lot of video games, a scrub is someone who's new to the game. They're really bad at it or something like that. It could even be experienced, but they're bad at the game. So it's basically equivalent of being a noob.
Yeah, it's used as an insult, basically saying that you are a poor performer in this subject. You're a scrub at this thing. The word scrub actually, a lot of people say, oh, it's like the clothes that doctors and nurses wear, which is also true. Those are called scrubs. But the first listing in the Merriam-Webster dictionary is a small tree. Another meaning is a person of small stature. So it's really just about a small tree or a small person.
All right. Now, the next word we chose was man. What do you think man means?
Well, obviously, people talk about us being men, so it has to do with gender, I would guess. But I a lot of times I don't even say I'll call women men. I'm just hey, what's up, man? So without even thinking about it, it's like a term of endearment.
All right, and there's also the word to man up and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Those are the commonly used words. However, when you say man, hey this, literally it's obvious man means male. Gender-wise male, not sexually male. We'll get in a whole nother day about that one day, probably.
Yeah. So the next word, this is another warning. This word can be seen as offensive. The word is pussy. So when you hear the word pussy, what is it that you think of?
You got really soft, like you were scared to say it. Now, whenever I hear the word pussy, it's usually being derived towards me. I try not to use that one. It usually is being frightened, fearful, or that you're just being scared to do something. Like, it's not even being scared, it's just you're not going to do something. Also, it is a slang term for the female genitalia.
Yeah. So, like you said, a lot of times it's used as an insult, and this word and the last word both say a lot about our society and how we view men as more positive, like man up, or women as, less positive. When you're saying, oh, you're being a pussy, that means you're not being what you should be, which is manly. So that's a whole different discussion for like feminists like me to just talk about. But the actual meaning of pussy was cat.
Yeah.
It's a cat.
It's simple enough. It's a cat.
That's why they're called pussy cats. Like, it's just a longer version of the word.
All right, another one of these ones that you may want to cover your ears for. It may be offensive, it may not. We're just describing it, is faggot. What do you think faggot means?
When I hear it, I think of the derogatory term towards homosexuals, saying they're a faggot. Like, to me, it reminds me of like what the N word would be for a homosexual person.
All right. So you mean like what the N word would be for a black person, not for a homosexual?
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah.
I was about to say what? But yeah, we get the point. But the actual term is a bundle of sticks. Just a bundle of sticks. That is the original term. It was derived from the word fagot, not with the second G. They added the second G over time, which is the only change that came to it. But it was derived from that word.
Okay. So the last word on our list is the word lame. What do you think of when you hear the word lame?
When I hear the word lame, I hear the word gay being used, just at a less level. So I believe you're just being mean to someone. You're saying you're stupid, you're not doing this correctly, you're just being you're just not helping out. It's stupid.
Yeah, so another insult, like most of the words on this list, you use them incorrectly to insult people. The term lame means to have an injured body part. It's usually the like legs or arms, like appendages, and this injured body part restricts and keeps you from having a normal movement. So like if you have a bum leg that keeps you from walking properly, you have a lame leg. So it has nothing to do with being uncool. It has to do with your leg not working properly. So
right. I really hope this was a really informational study for you. I hope you go out and use these words correctly as much as you can. All right. Now remember, go like, subscribe, share to your friends. And as always, I'm Devin.
I'm Tommy.
This is RozeLeeMC.